Hello and welcome to Optimal Expression, where we embrace our greatest potential to manifest our wildest dreams. Good people, we're here once again, and you know what it is. Yes. Monday is upon us once again. And once again, it's time to talk about manifesting, mastering the art of manifesting. Yeah. And today I want to talk about one of the biggest blockages, if not the biggest blockage, to manifesting consciously. And the biggest blockage is the result of the biggest deception. You see, good people, we've all been sold a lie. We've been told so many things that we don't know what to believe anymore. And because we're all mixed up internally, we're all mixed up externally as well in terms of the experience that we have. And I want to go in about this blockage because as a result of this blockage, we have a hodgepodge of experiences, some good, some not so good, and some downright terrible. Oh, now don't get me wrong. You didn't come to this world. We didn't incarnate into life to have it all easy. No, we did come here to face challenges because there's no growth without challenge. And we did definitely come here for growth. But that doesn't mean we can't enjoy ourselves along the way. What matters is how you meet the challenge, how you overcome the obstacles and not let it warp your perception. You see, many of us are stuck in our challenges and we're stuck in our obstacles or on our obstacles, and we're allowing those challenges to define us and define our experience. So as a result, we manifest accordingly. And here's what I mean by that. Because you are always manifesting. There's nothing you can do to not manifest. Manifesting for you is as natural as walking. Okay? You are manifesting. What happens is, though, we're manifesting things a lot of times that we don't want. We're manifesting experiences that we could do without. Okay? And it happens because all of this is on autopilot. Yeah. I mean, it's almost like a sick joke sometimes if you think about it. But I want to turn things around and put them in a different perspective. Because when we begin to operate in our optimal expression, we will consciously manifest on autopilot the desired experience. And that's what it's all about. How do we get to that level? First, we have to clear the blockage. The blockage is the greatest lie we were ever sold. And that is, I'm only human. Let's talk about that for a minute. I'm only human. That means I'm prone to mistakes. I might not get it right. And there's only so much I'm capable of doing. Oh, lowly me. God help me wherever you are. That's our idea of what being human is a lot of times, right? The idea of being human is tied to limitation, okay? And because we have the idea of ourselves that we are only human, we express in such a limited capacity. What is the greatest difference between being human and God? God knows no limitation. Human is synonymous with limitation. I'm not saying to throw everything out the window as it relates to humanity or being human, but I do want to bring your attention to the effects of identifying with only being human. Yeah, because we're so much more, but we don the persona of being human. And we experience that, which is cool. But understand that it's an experience. You are having a human experience, but you are not only human. To make things worse, not only do we wear the tag of only being human, we wear the tag of I'm male or female. I'm black, white, Asian, Latino. I'm heterosexual, homosexual, pansexual. There's several sexualities. I think there's more sexualities now than there ever have been. Let's go a little deeper. Not only do we identify with being human and a race and a culture and our sexuality, we also identify with religion. I'm Christian. I'm Jewish. I'm Islamic. I'm not stepping on religion at all, but it is another container that we put ourselves in. We also identify with I'm Republican, I'm independent, I'm Democrat. You see where I'm going with this? So, the more and more labels we add to ourselves, the more limitation we put on ourselves. Because we only express our concept of ourselves. You want to ascend beyond any label because a label is not who you are. A label is the experience that you're having. So when we understand that I'm not only human and I'm not any of these labels that have been applied to me, okay? And it's really hard to come out of it because we were like thrown all of this stuff at birth. We didn't even have any choice in it to a certain extent, right? A lot of these labels in terms of, who we are or what we are have been thrown on us. How many of you really chose your own religion? You were born into that religion, right? And you were told that if you do not go along with our religion, then God's going to get you. But I'm not going to get into all of that. That's a whole different discussion. That's a whole nother video or series in itself. I want to go back to these labels because these labels are tied to our limitation. These labels are the biggest blockage. How many of you have heard people say, my cancer, my diabetes, my heart disease? You're claiming ownership of that. When you claim ownership of labels, you are bringing it into your experience. Now, I'm not going to say that your physical challenges are going to go away just because you stop saying that this is yours. However, it does change your perspective of who you are. And it's very important that we frame our perspective in alignment with the experience that we want to have. So, for example, if you know you don't want to be sick, do not identify with the label of sickness. You can identify it as a challenge, and you can also identify it as an experience because that's all it is. Okay? But it's all about the attention and the focus that you put on that label. And then we take ownership of these labels. In doing so, we are like put into a box and we're bound to whatever this label says you are. Then that's you right there. But you can break the chains of limitation by disassociating yourself with any label. Okay? Now, if I haven't offended you, maybe you're still with me because I want to talk about the way out. And the way out is to understand that your self-concept is what creates your default state of being. what I call your DSB, your default state of being, is the result of your self-concept. Okay? So if we want to change our reality, we need to change our concept of self. Okay? I am not diabetes. I could be if I want to. Okay? But that's not me. I am not only human. My name is Jeremy, but I'm not Jeremy. I'm having an experience as Jeremy. I'm having an experience as a Black man. I'm having an experience as a human being. But that's not who I am. I am one with source energy. And as one with source energy, I am one with all. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed, neither can I. There's power with being one with the one and only power that has ever existed and will ever exist. You are one with that. Identify with that. In doing so, you are becoming one with the universal laws that operate, that say you have the power to construct your experience as you see fit. When you change the concept of yourself, you change your default state of being. And your default state of being is what you perpetually think and what you perpetually feel. Because when your mind and your heart are aligned, you manifest according to that. And so what's on autopilot, the experience in life that you're having right now, it's reflecting back on your default state of being, your perpetual thought and feeling, which is the result of the concept you have of yourself. When you change the concept of yourself, you will change the default state of being. And gradually, your thoughts and your heart will align with the new default state of being and the new concept of self. And you will then have a new experience. I hope this message resonated with you. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time for optimal expression. Peace and love.